Hi everybody, it's Mike from Hear the Watchman, and we're here again today with another edition of the Watchman Report. And I gotta tell you, our guest today, I am so excited to have him here. He just did a speaking engagement here at Hear the Watchman at our luncheon. He is one of the exhibitors here. He's a wonderful guy. I want to introduce you to and welcome Mr. Mike Norris to the show today.
Well, thank you very much, Mike.
Man, it's just great to have you here, brother, I'll tell you.
Hey, you know what? I do have to say thank you for the hospitality and generosity of you, your whole crew. It's really been really an amazing weekend, and
You're having a good time?
I really am having a good time. I'm a watchman.
That you're a watchman,
I'm a watchman.
Man. You're the watchman. You spoke and hear the watchman. You are a watchman.
Absolutely.
Sure. Well, you know, folks, Mike is Chuck Norris's son, and I mean, you know, for me in my age group, Chuck was the man. And I'll tell you something funny. You know, we live very remote now in the mountains of Idaho,
Yep.
and we don't have any cable.
Yep.
But we have this station that we get called, I think, True Grit, and it runs episode after episode of Walker, Texas
Yep.
Ranger. And the week before this, after we'd be all burn out at night and sitting on the couch, and I'd flip that on and we were watching episodes of it. You know, it's just fun to see him out there. And now to meet his son and have you here, it's just a blessing. Now, you know, you've done a lot of stuff over here. You're a writer, you're a director. Mike actually he wrote and directed Amerigeddon. And folks, if you have not seen this movie, you need to go online. I think, what is the site they can go to find the movie?
AmerigeddonTheMovie.com.
AmerigeddonTheMovie.com. Just a great flick. You just get it on a DVD, order it from him. But Mike, tell me a little bit about that. How did that all come to be?
You know what? The Amerigeddon is the total brainchild of Gary Haven.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Gary and I had done a film prior to Amerigeddon, and he says, now we're going to do a film for me. And I was like, okay, great. Well, you know, what is it? He goes, well, it's about an EMP that knocks out the power grid. And I'm sitting here staring at Gary going, huh? You know, I didn't know. You know, I was really uneducated at that time. But, you know, the brilliance of Gary Haven, he could put his finger on the pulse of what was going to happen 18 months down the line. He really had the wherewithal to understand kind of what was happening. So, you know, it was really Gary's baby, Gary's idea, and I just wanted to make that happen for him. But out of it, what's really good is Amerigeddon may have saved my life because, you know, beforehand, I'm a believer. I make Christian movies. You know, I'm good. I've got Jesus. But then once you start understanding kind of really what's happening in the world, once you peel back the layers of the onion, it's a pretty nasty, ugly place with a lot of deception and deceit within our government, within a lot of things. And so that was the genesis of Amerigeddon, and it just took off, and just so thrilled to be a part of it.
Well, I mean, I've seen it, and I mean, I was mesmerized by it. Just folks, I'm not kidding you. I mean, I don't watch much on television, period, and very rarely do I watch a movie. And when I saw Amerigeddon, I couldn't leave. I mean, I couldn't turn the TV off. I was just stuck there focused on it. So you guys did a wonderful job on that. Now, Mike, when you were out on tour for the movie, doing premieres and stuff, tell us about the incident that happened.
Well, yeah, it's kind of interesting. You know, the film opened up May 13th of last year. So we opened it up in 30 theaters. You know, we didn't want to go too big, you know, so we opened up in 30 theaters, and we were the #2 movie in all 30 theaters that we were in. We were the #2. And then we were going, okay, now what? We need to keep this thing going. So what we did was we took those 30 prints and we started going region to region. Went to Florida, went all over the place. And as I was in Ohio, and I was all by myself, and I told everybody, listen, if this movie's playing in a theater, I'll come see it with you. And I literally went to every theater that the movie was playing in to go see it.
Yeah.
Sometimes there was one person, sometimes it was sold out.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter. It didn't matter. So when I was in Ohio, I was in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, I was in Columbus, Ohio, and after the movie was over, I noticed a gentleman in a gray suit, and it's been a year now, and so things get a little fuzzy, and the story could change a little bit, but I just remember seeing a guy in a gray suit, and I go, wow, he looks out of place, because everybody else is in jeans and t-shirts, and somebody that was with me was part of the Columbus PD.
Right.
And he was actually taking video at the time. But this guy came up to me and kind of touched me and said, interesting movie, and then kept on going. And it was so odd. It was just so odd.
Just
And I
gave
didn't
you
even
the
think,
creeps,
yeah, but I didn't even think, but I'm in a corner of the theater. So, here's the seats, and right outside where the little aisleway is. Never thought anything about it. So I'm now going from that theater up to another theater an hour away. I'm driving, I'm going, oh, this is weird. And you feel, I go, my lips feel funny. I'm going, what on earth is going on? I call my wife and go, Gal, I don't feel good. Something's up. And she goes, well, go get a Benadryl. And I took some Benadryl. I got some Cordate. I went to the screening, and I can't remember really what, Columbus and Cleveland maybe. I don't remember. And as I'm in that theater, now I'm not feeling good at all. And I end up leaving right about 10 minutes into the movie. I call my wife. I go, Val, something's wrong. And now I can feel all of a sudden my eyes are getting really bad. I get back to my hotel room and took some more Benadryl. I go to bed, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up. My eyes are swollen shut. I've got hives everywhere. And I got on the first flight, came right home, went to see my doctor, and he ran tests, and he did blood tests and everything. And really what it was, it was equivalent to like a poison ivy. But it started right here. The doctor could tell it started here. And what I did was, I touched my neck, and then I touched my face, and it just spread everywhere. It was horrible. But, it could have been somebody trying to scare me. Could have been, if somebody's trying to kill you, they're going to kill me. Plain and simple. There's no way around.
Yeah,
they want you dead. They'll get you.
And they try.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
But we've had a number of these instances. I've had a helicopter hover right outside my house for 30 minutes, just right outside my house. I'm going, what is this? So I think at the time of Amerigeddon, I really think it was with Gary Haven and how passionate he was, and how much he really stirred that hornet's nest. And I just happened to be there at the at that time.
Absolutely.
But it was scary. But look, if they're going to kill me, they're going to kill me.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I can do.
And the thing is, what you have to realize is they don't want us to hear what you were telling.
No, absolutely.
They don't want to. They don't want it out. They don't want us to know.
Yeah.
Pastor Paul Bagley, who is doing the service tomorrow here at the Watchmen, he's been visited by the NSA. Believe it or not, Jeannie and I, and this is verified by Pastor Paul and Heidi, we were visited by the NSA. We didn't realize it at the time until afterwards, Mike.
Yeah.
But what they did, a very wonderfully nice couple that we mysteriously met, and they wanted to take us to dinner, and then while at dinner, they wanted to know everything about these conferences. They wanted to know what we did for preparing at home. What would we do if we didn't have water? Did we have guns, and did we store ammunition? And then when we went to leave, the lady came up to my wife and said, I just want you to know that I remember everything you said, and we know everything about what you do.
Wow. Did they at least buy dinner?
They did buy dinner. They did at least buy dinner. So now you're here at Hear the Watchmen, and what's your feeling about it? What do you feel?
Interesting, because I feel really good. I'm meeting a lot of really great people. I was brought into this world, like we were saying, because of Amerigeddon, and you know, it kind of started with Alex Jones, you know, getting to know Alex, and then Gary. You know, a lot of media requests for Gary. He's just so interesting, and he's such a great interview. So I kind of rode in his orbit for a while.
Right.
You know, he's like, come on, we're going to go do this TV show. Come on, let's go. We're going to go do Fox and Friends. So, you know, I got caught up in his orbit, and it's a great place. You know, this is a man that says what he does and does what he says.
Yeah,
you know, straight up, and I just love him so much.
He does amazing work.
Oh, absolutely.
What he was doing, I think, what is in Haiti?
Oh, Haiti,
just
feeding 250,000 people a day. Still.
Off the hook.
Yeah.
Off the hook.
Yeah.
I mean,
saving lives.
Yeah,
I mean, saving lives.
Absolutely.
As I'm back here, you know, worried about the batteries in my TV remote.
Right.
But as far as the Watchmen conference, I'm just astounded by the diversity of ideas, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's kind of has their own interest, but everybody comes together and they share that interest with each other, and I find it absolutely amazing. And I got to tell you, you know, it was for me, it was all kind of crazy last minute. I'm starting to film on Monday, and but when I went to that dinner Thursday night, I heard you talking. I was like, I think this is right where I'm supposed to be right now. And it was very apparent when you were speaking, and then just the people I'd met, and I love it. And I'm coming every year if you'll have me.
Oh, you're on. You're every year. We're gonna get you up on. We'll get him up on that main stage next year. You know, but tell me, you're starting filming on Monday.
Yep.
What is it? Give us some insight.
Film's called The Crossroads of Hunter Wild, and what it deals with is 2 years post whatever disaster, nuclear, you know, EMP, famine, civil war. It's 2 years after that. It's a group of believers that are thriving. Even though there's chaos in the world, they're thriving. And the hero we follow, Hunter Wild, goes out and helps people out there that can't help themselves. But what happens is a demon attaches himself to our hero and brings it back into the town that they all live in. And it starts creating chaos within everybody in the town, from the pastor to, you know, our hunter to everybody, and it's just confusion. And then the demonic activity ends up manifesting itself, and there's the big grand battle at the end where our hero's on a table in a weird state, but he's also here in the spirit world fighting off this demon. So really excited about it because, you know, just, you know, people, you know, spiritual warfare is real. It's real, and it's something, if we hide it, ignore it, don't address it, don't pray over it, don't pray it out, it can come up and bite you. I've been, you know, I felt the oppression before, and so I wrote this film because I would hope that if this happened, Mike Norris, me, would act like this guy's acting.
Wow, that's powerful right there.
Yeah.
And that's a message, folks, we all need to hear, because we know how busy the enemy is and how the demonic attacks come. Russ Dizdar is our speaker tonight, and you know Russ, that's all his whole forte.
Yep.
I mean, really scary stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but that how did you come up with that title?
Yeah, good one. You know, hey, thanks to the Watchmen.
Josh Tolley.
You know,
Josh Tolley.
You know, what a great man Josh is.
Yes.
I mean, here I come in, I show up, and his new wife says, "Oh, my husband can help you figure out a title," and he's like, "Excuse me, dear," but he took the time, he read the script, and that's not exactly the title he came up with, but you know, just kind of gave us an inspiration. The town's called Crossroads. Our hero's name's Hunter Wild, and he's at a crossroads in his life, and so the crossroads of Hunter Wild.
That's amazing. Now, you actually You start filming on
Monday.
And where are you filming?
Hey, we're filming out at this place out in Roanoke. It's called DFW Adventure Park. It's a great place. Larry, who owns it, has just been so great to us, opening up 700 acres, and there's towns and all that stuff. And not one piece of this film will touch Hollywood. Not one piece of this film
God
will
bless you
ever
for that.
touch Hollywood. We have not one actor from Hollywood, no crew from Hollywood. And where Amerigeddon, it was just Hollywood dumped on my plate here in Texas, thank God. But we're distributing it right from our own website. We're, keeping it simple. Just
And
keeping
what
it simple.
is that website up yet?
Yeah, I think our Facebook, it's Norris Moving Pictures
Okay.
is our Facebook.
Great.
And, if people come check that
Yeah,
out.
Norris Moving Pictures?
Yeah, just
Facebook.
Yeah, Norris Moving Pictures. Yeah, because
awesome.
moving, we got to keep moving. We got to keep moving.
Got to stay ahead of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah. So that's that's kind of where we're gonna get everything out of. My wife kind of takes care of all that stuff. You know how that is. And
I know how that is.
but we started shooting Monday. By summer, we'll be ready to knock this thing out, get it out there, and
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, we might have to have you come out to Boise, Idaho in August to the Hear the Watchmen conference there.
really.
August 18th through 21st, we're going to go out and see the total eclipse of the sun, the whole 9 yards. So
Wow.
we'll talk about
Yeah,
that out
yeah.
there. But listen,
Maybe
brother,
the-
thank you so much.
you
God
got it.
bless you for
Thank
all
you.
you're doing, and thanks for being here. Folks, again, you can still see the conference. You can still see everything going on here. Go to hearthewatchmen.com. Click on the button that says live stream purchase or on demand purchase. There's 2 red bars right in the center of the homepage. Tap one of those. You can get live from the conference plus on demand of the conference for 30 days, all for $39. We guarantee that stream. Any problems that we can't fix for you, we will refund you your money. So it doesn't matter what you missed. You will be able to catch up on what you missed and see tomorrow, the rest of today, Russ Dizdar tonight. You will see Pastor Paul Begley tomorrow, and then we have a speakers panel and a few other speakers tomorrow afternoon. Don't miss out on it. It's a life-changing event. Matter of fact, you'll see it on there if you get it. A guy asked his girlfriend on stage today to marry him. And it was just such a wonderful thing to be a part of. It's the second time that's happened, Mike. 2 others did that in Knoxville, Tennessee, and they're here as husband and wife now on their honeymoon. So go to it, do it. You won't regret it. Thank you for watching today, and God bless.
God bless.